I don't know how many of you are science students here, but for those of you who are not, those are the three big reasons why. So now let's look at how we can fight against climate change, right? First thing is more forests, more greenery, and I think all of us are making efforts. Each of you are doing this on your, in your school level, in your community level, your housing colony, etc. So we got to continue to do that. The next way is to adopt sustainable agriculture and farming practices, right? Believe it or not, agriculture is also a big source of climate change. The fertilizers that we use and the damage we do to the soil, it affects the air we breathe and the temperatures across the world. Next is transportation, right? We're all talking about electric cars. Who here has an electric car? Or at least at home? Okay, hopefully that number should increase very soon, right? Because our cars also pollute quite a lot. Finally, it's green hydrogen and clean energy technologies. But you can ask me, amongst all of these lists, why are we focused on green hydrogen here? Because green hydrogen is the only solution to almost 18 to 20% of the world's carbon emissions. You can replace oil and diesel with electric cars, but you can't refine crude oil with electricity. You need hydrogen, right? You cannot, change these stats a little bit. But everyone is wondering, where am I using hydrogen in my day-to-day life, right? Nobody really is. But we are using so many products every day where hydrogen was involved, including the food that we use. In the industry side, crude oil is refined with hydrogen. Chemical production, your pharmaceuticals, a lot of food processing is done through hydrogen. Energy storage can be adopted. Power generation, aviation, shipping, grid balancing, and backup power. So these are the larger sectors that can adopt hydrogen. It is not necessarily being done, but that is the goal. Why we're all making this collective effort to adopt green hydrogen. So the Joint Secretary explained to you what green hydrogen is. It is using an electrolyzer, feeding water into it. You get oxygen and hydrogen as outputs. And believe it or not, electrolyzers were around almost 70 years ago. India had almost 100 megawatt electrolyzer installed somewhere in Punjab in the early 1960s and 70s. The only reason we stopped utilizing it is because power from coal became cheaper, right? And we weren't aware of climate change and the effects that were happening. But today it's a serious concern. So therefore, the government has taken all of these initiatives to promote green hydrogen again, and I think we should give a round of applause to Mr. Secretary and the Joint Secretary here. Because why specifically is hydrogen is just less than 1% of industry, right? And today there's a national green hydrogen mission, it's $2 billion, and we're just getting started. And to involve children and the youth for something like this is truly commendable, because the future is green hydrogen. We're going to see several more sectors that adopt it. For each of you all, you will find work opportunities, you will find business opportunities in this sector. So together, I think we should all work towards a cleaner future, and you can contribute by playing your role in this. So thank you very much.
Very much, Mr. Mandapam, for enlightening us on the promise of green hydrogen in our battle against climate change. Your presentation was very inspiring. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have to now thank Ms. Saina Nehwal for her presence and her address. Thank you very much for taking the time. May I request Professor Ajay Kesu, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, to please do the honors and present her with a small token of her appreciation at this second edition of the International Conference on Green Hydrogen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it once for Saina Nehwal once again. Saina's participation in this conference truly highlights significant dedication to the transition to renewable energy. Thank you so much, Saina. You're a true champion of both sports and sustainability. Thank you. Thank you very much once again. Thank you, Professor Sood, for doing the honors. And thank you, esteemed dignitaries. Thank you, Sri Bharat. Thank you, Sri Yadav. And thank Thank you, Mr. Nishan Balashanmugam. May I request you to kindly now take seats amidst the audience members, because we're going to be now starting with a dynamic panel discussion which is titled Empowering the Next Generation, Exploring Green Hydrogen as a Catalyst for Sustainable Development and Innovation.